welcome to Talk That Talk. Beyonce.
Yeah, so it's Beyonce. Yeah, so it's Beyonce.
And we are back for another episode of Talk That Talk. What's going on, everybody? I am your host, Tamara Simone, and I have some amazing people in the building with me. Of course, I got my girl, Brittany, handling everything. Yes. Thank you, Brittany. And I have someone really, really special that means so much to me. I mean, he was one of the first people I met in the industry, and he's just been my right-hand man and my ride or die, and really helps motivate me and just gives me great words. So I want to thank you so much and announce Carlton. How are you?
Hey, what's up, man? I'm feeling good. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited you're here. Like, it's been a long time coming because we've been trying to link up for a while now.
For a minute. We've been trying.
But we both be working.
Right,
it's a lot. Our schedules is crazy. I'm glad I got you now.
We're here now. Making it happen, man.
We're going to have so much fun. I'm really excited. So I met Carlton at KJLH. It was crazy. Man, but one thing, a highlight of me and Carlton's like relationship was we connected and we started texting each other like quotes, like motivational quotes, because we were both going through it.
Hell
like
yeah.
It was a tough struggle, and especially being in like the industry, the music industry, it's hard.
Yep.
So like you always need someone there to like motivate you and have your back. So me and Carlton every morning at like 6 o'clock in the morning, because he would always be up hecka early, and we just send each other some motivational quotes, and like that, you don't understand how much that meant to me, Carlton, like, because that really helped me. I would wake up and I'd be like, oh, all right, Carlton, send me something. What is it today? And we were just back and forth. We kind of fell off, though.
But it's all good.
But hey, we coming back. Mm-hmm. It's going to be great. I'm really excited. So tell me what's going on, because you have been all over the place. Like, I want to know what's going on with you. What is new? What's going on?
Man, life's been crazy.
Yes.
So I've been a part of the Big Three basketball tours, Ice Cube's basketball league.
Stop it.
Retired league. A league for retired NBA players.
Yes.
Opportunity just to be able to see them after their career. So we've been traveling all over. We've been to Houston, Chicago.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, every time I look at where you are, I'm like, you're in a new city. I'm like, where's he at? What is he doing?
Yeah, so it's been awesome learning from the players, Dr. J, Ron Artest, Steven Jackson, Kenyon Martin, even Cube himself, man. Everybody just been embracing me and just learning organically.
So what do you do with them?
Yeah, so just tour coordinating, just making sure all the logistics are good when they arrive, making sure things are organized when they check in the hotel, making sure everything goes smooth. Yeah. So that's pretty much my job, to put out the fires before they happen, and when they happen, make sure I'm putting them out and nobody knows what's going on,
Oh my God, that is so exciting. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
It's been crazy for you.
Right.
Because I'm like, how do you do it all? It's wild. But where did you just go? You just came back from somewhere.
Sure, where'd I come back from? Oh, Boston.
Boston was that?
Boston was interesting, being a Laker fan.
Yeah.
I was going to come out there with a full Laker jersey.
You were like, hold it.
Right, let me not do it. I'm glad I did it, because they were really hardcore.
Cool, I bet.
And then we had a conversation about Kobe. This lady, really arguing with me about Kobe.
Kobe? How dare you?
Yeah, she was like,
he's the GOAT.
Kobe, ugh. I remember he used to come to the Garden and think he was the man, but we beat him in 2008. I was like, yeah, we beat y'all in 2009. But nah, it was just a good city, a good sports vibe.
Yeah.
They really love their city.
That's awesome.
Toronto has been my favorite stop.
I love Toronto. I've never been, but I really want to go.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Just, LA, everybody's about, what do you do? Who do you know?
Yeah.
There was really about, who are you as a person type of thing.
Yeah.
It was really organic.
That's
I loved it.
That is so dope. I'm really
some
excited for you.
there, son.
You stop it. You said you might have some babies. Okay, Carlton.
Going to Toronto.
Man, so I see you everywhere, and you're just so positive. How do you stay positive? So positive all the time.
Man.
Like, you were just. I love you just dropped a video. I saw your Instagram, and I was just like, I felt that. I was like, yes.
Yeah, you got to stay positive. I feel like there's so much going on trying to, bring us down.
Yeah.
So you got to, put on that superhero mentality, man. Get in that booth just like Superman did, and stay positive and stay going. And that's how I do it. It keeps me, a lot of times when I'm posting stuff, a lot of times people think I'm doing it for other people, but it's really for myself too, to get myself going and to make me feel good, and it just happens people to get inspired by it. And
because I definitely feel it. And I'm like,
appreciate it.
Yes, Carlton, you right on time. I needed to hear that. So how did you get involved with the Big Three, though?
The Big Three. So I'm a part of this tour company, International Tour Specialist, and we pretty much I handle the logistics for tours. So I'm actually doing Chris Brown's tour too.
Stop it.
Yeah, show tonight, Honda Center going up. Last stop. So that was my first one. But typically with the music artists, they have tour managers on site, so I don't necessarily need to be on the ground.
Yeah.
With the big three, it's a little bit different since they don't really have an active tour manager.
Yeah.
So I had to actually be on site, which was good for me. Got to travel. And actually connect with the players and, everybody organically. So that's a tour company that I work for.
Yeah.
And we do LMA, we do J. Cole.
You said LMA?
Yeah.
I love her. And you know what? Sidebar. Let me say this. I've been on LMA for a long, long time. Boot Up has been out since 2016. Get with it.
Tell them, right?
Has been out for a long time now. Everyone's catching. But just know, LMA, I am a faithful fan. I love her music. She's so dope. So you get to work with all these people.
Yeah, particularly the tour managers, working hand in hand with them, making sure everything goes smooth and go well. And then typically when we have the shows, really get to kind of interact with the artists. They're like, oh, you're the one that's been helping me do X, Y, and Z behind the scenes.
So how is it working with them?
It's been cool. A lot of the tour managers are great. Shout out to Brockhampton's tour manager, Rafiki. He's awesome. We did A$AP Ferg's tour with a guy named Matt Lupton. He's amazing as well. And, it's just kind of really working hand in hand with them, making their life easier on the road and kind of being their eyes, when they're out doing everything. So, and it's taught me a lot logistically that I can apply to my own brand and Project Pit and get it popping and going.
We definitely going to
let's do it.
That's definitely, that was like one of my, because, you were the CEO of Project Pit. How did that all come about? How did you start that up?
I was in a space where I was trying to figure out what the hell I wanted to do with my life, and I thought I was going to be a rapper, but my bar just wasn't that good. You
wanted to be a rapper?
I did, especially when the Drake movement was popping. I got a couple videos on YouTube.
Stop it.
Poppy, that was my rap name.
What was it?
Poppy.
Poppy? Yeah. You better stop.
Sneak Peek, that was the name of the group. Shout out to the homies, it just didn't work out.
Man, I never knew that. That's wild.
Sneak Peek ENT. But it didn't work out, so I was really trying to figure out myself. I graduated with like a 1.8, like all D's, and I didn't know what the hell I was about to do. And then I saw opportunity at the station, KJLH, and I was like, free work, you're crazy, interning. But it made a lot of sense, so I jumped into that. And then once I started to figure out, like, all right, maybe my talents aren't as overt as somebody who plays basketball or as visible, I realized my talents are communicating, or I could put people together, I'm good at organizing. And then I finally saw platforms and how I could utilize that. So doing my first event with KJLH, Taste of Soul, I was like, yo.
Taste of Soul is so
right.
fun.
I was like, I want to curate events and concerts and things. So I was like, you know what? Let me build my own showcases. Let me build my own mixers. And then I just kind of got going from there and started making it happen.
Yeah.
And that's how Project Pit formed.
Wow. So how hard was that process? Because I know starting your own business is very difficult.
Right.
And there's a lot of challenges that come your way. So how did you get that popping and, face those challenges?
You just got to keep swinging. I lost a lot of money, I lost a lot of time, lost a lot of relationships.
And you can't make up time.
You can't. But you got to keep going. And like we were talking about today, the team, we had a little shoot or whatever, a big shoot. And we were just talking about sometimes it's okay to reset. I feel like sometimes when you get knocked down, you're like, all right, I'm going to stay down, and you stay stuck in it. But sometimes it's just kind of God telling you to reset, figure things out. And I've done a lot of that. And sometimes you look into your left and your right and you're like, all right, maybe I didn't get as far as I wanted to, but you learned a lot. And then you apply it and you keep going and going and going. And then now it's like, all right, I'm 26. So now it's like, oh, shoot. All right, this happened then, this happened here. Now I can use this, and it's only making my arsenal bigger, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so when you started, you can see the growth
exactly.
to where you are now.
Especially internally. I'm like, dang, when this happened, like a situation happened where I'm like, oh, dang, let me not quit this because this can help fund this. Because before I was just quitting everything, quitting every job, and then I was using all my money for Project Pit, and I was broke. I'm trying to take somebody out. I'm like, damn, bro.
You're like, hold on.
Right.
Hey, can you sign me for?
Right. Can you sign me too? Like, shit ain't dead. Just pay for the first meal,
right.
The
first meal is on
right,
you, okay?
on you. But I realized, like, a lot of people knock 9 to 5s, but it definitely helps you fund what you want to do. And I realized that. And it helps you stay focused because at first I was taking gig after gig after gig after gig after gig, and I was all over the place. And didn't really know how to balance or manage my time. But with like a 9 to 5, it helped me like, all right, balance my time. 9 to 5, I'm doing this. So shit, 6 to 2 a.m., I might have to grind out and do what I have to do. And that's what I'm realizing. And then especially if you're doing something within your field, you build relationships that can help carry you over to what you really want to do. And it's been a blessing working for this tour company because now I'm able to apply this to Project Pit, you know?
Right? Oh my gosh, it's going to be so big, and it's already big now. So I'm excited for what's to come. So how did you even come up with the name Project Pit?
Project Pit, I feel like we all are different, like different sexualities, genders, races, different economic status, political status. But no matter all those differences, we all have to start at the bottom of our dreams. And to me, that signified the pit. And instead of doing it by ourselves, why not do it together? And, you know, as you climb out the pit, it's not just about you getting out, but reaching out and helping others. So when we have these in the pit segments, these are people who are already a little further in the industry, but, you know, they're coming back to help. And it's a constant cycle of getting out the pit and doing it together. So
who have you recently had at your event?
We had a lot of different people throughout the past year. We had Eric Bellinger. We had a Sammy concert.
Sammy?
Yeah, it was dope. We had recently Nipsey Hussle's sister, Samantha. She has like her own just amazing aesthetic brand. Yeah, so a lot of different people have been supporting what we've been doing over the past like year or two. And it's just been growing ever since.
So do you reach out to like indie artists? Is it just based on?
Yes.
Okay, so indie artists. So how does that process go? Like, do you have a team that helps you look for people?
Yeah, shout out to Pink Susie. She's the plug with all the talent. If you want to perform, it's not necessarily about numbers. We're really looking for like the hottest of the hottest talent to grace the stage. Shout out to Reason, signed to TDE now, man. He blessed our stage. He's opening up for J-Rock for a tour. So just different opportunities like that, seeing artists grow and even be a part of our platforms and now doing their own thing. So yeah, we're always looking for indie artists, different people perform at our concert series and our different mixers and making it happen like that.
Okay, so you do concerts and mixers.
So right now we're launching our concert series exclusively on Talk That Talk, launching September. It's going to be something monthly. Hopefully you guys come out, vibe with us. And it's a concert series for, up and coming artists. We're going to have, different people in the industry talking about how they got from point A to B, but not just talking about like, all right, I knew I wanted to be a dancer, but what was that process like? What was you really doing? How was you making money? What did you sacrifice? Really that talk stuff,
Yes.
So that's starting in September.
That's a word, everybody. That's a word. We heard it.
And we started at September. Follow us at Project Pit on the details of who's performing and all that great stuff. And end of the year, we're going to do our vision board party. And
that's awesome. You know what? I love doing vision boards because literally just having something you could see right in front of you and just having that paper in front and cut up everything, words that motivate you, that you want to see, come into your life. It's just amazing. I love that, and I want to be there.
Yeah, definitely. We did it last year. We had about like 60 people. So we want to do it again this year, keep it going.
That's dope.
And we officially launching our Project Pit Talks. It's online content.
Yes.
We're just talking about issues we deal with as millennials, and it's just a group of us just being real.
Yes.
Like, forget all the fake Valencia filter stuff.
Okay.
Like, we talking about the real stuff, man.
And that's how it should be, And I just love seeing this, how us millennials, we're coming together and just building something great. And, a lot of people like to put each other down, but, us millennials, we build each other up. We want to do partnerships. We want to link up together.
DMing the hell out this guy for
Really?
4 months.
Stop it.
And he would respond periodically. Then finally he got to the point where it was like, all right, let's meet up. Month 5. So I got hired at the touring job that same week. He texts me like, hey, meet me here. I'm like, well, I don't get on till 5. I'm working in Redondo. You're in Hollywood. How am I about to do this? So I told my job I left my wallet somewhere. I met him there. And then I happened to meet with him and Lance Gross manager. Shout out to my guy, Vincent.
Wow.
But he was saying, like, the last event that you did, my boy Corey Kayette, he came and spoke on our panel. He's the trainer for Michael B. Jordan and a lot of different other celebrities.
Awesome.
He was responsible for his Body and Creed. He was like, oh yeah, Corey had good stuff to say about you. And that kind of gave him that, like, all right, this must be a cool dude.
Yeah.
So saying all that to say is really about your reputation, making sure your words, your actions align, and like you said, like relationships.
Yeah. It's definitely about relationships. I've gotten, a lot of offers and, places to where I am now, like, through knowing people and just building it, because you don't want to have that fake relationship, especially when you're in this industry. You need to have a group of people that's going to have your back.
Exactly.
Like, you don't want someone that's just going to be like, oh, okay, and like let you pass by. But no, you need a group of people that's going to support you and have your back at all times. Like, just to vouch for you, because you need that.
Exactly.
This industry is hard to be in. It's hard to be in. Extremely hard. So you have so many different positions, and you carry so many hats. How do you do it all? How do you find balance?
You know, I think it's really just about just doing what you love, not really getting too caught up in the titles or whatever those things are. It's just really about finding your lane and locking in on it. And that's what I finally did. At first, I was trying to do this, do that. It was like, all right, what am I good at? What's really my niche? And, you know, I'm really good at talking. I'm really good at making people feel comfortable. So I was like, all right, let me curate this and make it happen, and not being afraid of that. Because sometimes it's like you get intimidated, like, all right, where is the dollar sign behind it? But, you know, say like, you know, your gifts will make room for you, and those gifts will eventually turn into dollars, and that's what it has been doing for me personally. So, yeah.
And I think it's so amazing because back to Project Pit, like, you are opening these doors for, you know, indie artists, and not a lot of people, like, do that.
Right.
Not a lot of people do that, and that's just so amazing. Like, and I find that's what makes Project Pit so different from everybody else, because, like, I love indie artists. I feel like they're the most talented. You know, not trying to knock anyone's hustle, but I feel like a lot of indie artists aren't really, you know, they're not really noticed that much. And it sucks because their music is so good.
Really, really good.
And it's just like, it's just crazy. And I'm glad that they have, you know, you've created Project Pit to create that platform. So,
thank you.
You know, do you still host? What's going on with that?
I still do host. I'm sprinkling myself. My team was like, we need to sprinkle you into the hosting of these events. So I'm not going to forget about that. So I'm getting back into the hosting aspect of it.
Because Carlton, you're amazing. You're amazing at it. I've seen you so many places at, what was it, the MLK?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen you there. I've seen you at Taste of Soul. I've seen you on air with KJLH. Like, you know, you just shine. You're so good at it.
Definitely. I'm getting back into it slowly but surely. And, sprinkling myself with it with, like, my different platforms. And, you know, whatever else is, you know, my way. Talk that talk. Need a little, you know, deep voice from time to time.
Hey, Carlton. Carlton, I might need you, you know.
Up,
I'd love to get, you know, your opinions on different things. That would be fun. I've been trying to work with you for a while now. But our schedules, I mean, it's just been so crazy and just all over the place. But we'll work something out.
Something out in the contract.
Yeah. So you've been going through a lot lately in the past few years. Like, how do you keep going? Because I know you lost your mom a few years back. So what is, like, she the motivation to, you know, because you're always so positive. Like, you guys understand this. Carlton, like, he will be going through the worst time of his life, but he will still support you. He will still give you a word. He'll still post something, like, that you're like, oh, I needed to hear that today. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of death. You know, my mom passed and my grandma passed the following year. Then one of my best friends passed too this year. So it really made me realize, like, life is bigger than you. Because when I look back to, you know, all the different moments that we had, I'm just cherishing the things that they left me, which is those memories. And it's like, you know what, I'm not going to be here physically forever, but, you know, how can I still inspire? How can I remind people that it's bigger than us? And I want people to be able to say, you know, no matter how many times I get knocked down, there's always a chance to get back up. And for me, that's what keeps me going. Like, I've been knocked down. I, you know, lost my mom. I lost myself. I was, like, you know, I posted it, like, last year. Everybody was so surprised. But, like, I was really, like, suicidal. Like, my ex-girlfriend had to, like, literally drag me out the bathtub. I was, like, really that close. And I was going through a lot. Lost a lot of money. Lost a lot. And then, you know, one day I was like, you know what? I can't keep drinking every day. I can't keep just sitting here. Like, I got to do something. So then I finally, slowly but surely, started, you know, getting me back. And I was like, you know what? If I get up from this, I can get up from anything. And I was like, I was praying more, and it all worked out, you know. And so I just want to remind people that it's bigger than us, and you know, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you get back up. Yeah,
because mental health is real. And you see all these celebrities just going through so much, and it's just like, would you say, like, your friends and the people around you really helped you?
Yes, especially my best friend. Shout out to Charlize on Instagram. You know what I mean? She was really extremely helpful, you know, and helping me identify my emotions, because I would really just keep them inside. She was like, you know, it's all right to talk about it. It's all right to vent. I was like, nah, I don't want to make people feel sorry for me.
You don't want to make people think that you're weak or, you know, you're less than or something.
Exactly.
But, you know, so definitely, because, you know, we have gone through our dark times, and, you know, the best thing to do is just have someone there, have your group of friends support you and talk about it. Because it's serious. Mental health is a serious thing.
It's so important.
Yeah, it's serious. And, you know, I'm glad that you saw the light on the other side of the tunnel. Like, because seriously, like, a lot of people don't make it out.
Not seriously.
You know, and I'm so happy you're here and, you know, doing so many big things. So what else do you have going on? I know you doing everything. You got the big 3, you got Project Pit. Like, what else are you doing?
Yeah, just being consistent with Project Pit, man. We really trying to create a platform as, you know, this new version of, you know, Def Jam Bad Boy, man. Really telling the story and the narrative for, you know, 2018 in this era where it's not necessarily about records, but it's about the artist, you know, the individual. And we want to be able from 10, 20 years be able to look back and show how Project Pit was able to highlight the narrative of what's going on right now, of just how people are able to put out their music, you know what I mean, tell their story. So we want to build a platform with different events from a local standpoint, from like showcases to concerts, and then even a larger scale of like tours and festivals. So,
have you gone anywhere else other than LA?
Not with Project Pit yet, but you know, Talk That Talk. I know y'all got a big reach.
Yes,
so, you know,
we reach it,
over there in New York, you know, you like how it sounds, man. Come holla at us.
That would be so.
But definitely, man, over time, that's a part of, you know, long-term goal is getting this out there.
Yeah.
I think with this next idea we got in the can, man, we're gonna be on to something. So,
my God, you know, I can't wait. It's already big, but it's just growing.
Nah, for real, thank you.
It's just growing. So did you start it out by yourself or did you have a team with you?
And I always had a team. Man, shout out to my team. They are amazing. Shout out to Miriam. Shout out to Ty, Siobhan, Lauren, Ari, everybody, you know, who really holds it down. Gloria, Nico. They really been patient with me, man. Especially, you know, when I was going through that time of losing my mom, I stopped for like a year and a half. And we really just started back this year, like really restarting this, because I couldn't do it, you know. I really had to stop everything.
That's a lot, because that's hard to come back from.
Nah, exactly. And but I started with my team, particularly Ari, Miriam, and Siobhan, and we started it back in like 2015, and then we had stopped for like a year and a half when I was going through what I was going through, and then I reached out to everybody at the top of the year. It was like, let's go. And we've been back going since. So
that's awesome.
Definitely been a blessing.
That's beautiful.
Shout out to Miriam.
Yeah.
Right?
Dope.
Right. Brittany, have you been a part of Project Pit?
I have seen a lot of things in the works. I've gone back with Carlton, so
right.
You know Brittany is a poet.
Yeah. No,
she be spitting that. I be like, Brittany.
I was at the event and she was doing her thing. I was like, okay, like, you better work, man.
Right. So do you think like starting a business, you definitely, because you need to have like a team to back you up?
Definitely, a team is important, but it's important, man, as a leader, knowing how to delegate, knowing how to, you know, I always use basketball as an analogy. I was always in number 8 Kobe mode. I can do it myself. I can shoot. Now I'm gonna do it. But now I'm getting better in more of a 24 mode where it's like, you know, you got a team here that's smarter than me, honestly, and a lot better, man. So I'm learning how to delegate and work together a lot better in this season. But team is important because nobody has ever done it by themselves.
Yeah.
But if you know somebody that has, like, I've never heard that in my life. And team is so important.
So important.
So essential,
There's
too.
no I in team.
At all. Make sure you have the right team, though, is important.
Right. So how was your process of finding the right team?
I just want people around me who are smarter than me. Like, Ty's a creative genius over there. I'll be looking at him like, okay, like for sure, bro. Like, let's do it. Or sometimes like Miriam, when we're going through like the aesthetics and she's talking about this, I'm like, I would have never thought of that in my life.
Right.
Or Lauren, when we're going through like the business part, she's like, no, let's do it like this. I'm like, all right, and, you know, and just because you may have the idea, that doesn't necessarily make you the person doing everything. And that's what I realized. Like, it's not about just me saying yeah to this. Like, nah, man, y'all are dope. Y'all are amazing. And all of us doing this together. Like, you know, people like, oh, it's your brand. Like, nah, it's our brand.
It's
you know, we're making this happen. And it's just a platform that's bigger than us that can help propel our individual talents, you know?
I love that about you because a lot of people, especially if it's their project, if it's their baby, it's like, it's my creation. I did it myself, you know, but definitely you have to thank your team because it takes a lot of people, you know, to make such a big reach like that.
Exactly.
You know? So that's really awesome.
Man, they put a lot of time in. You know, we about this money this year, so making it happen.
Making that money.
Yes.
Okay. I heard that. It's money year.
For real.
It's the year of reward. Okay. So we all are trying to get it out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I'm like, there's so much stuff going on. I don't know what. So you have your next event is in September, right?
September, yes. Locking in the date. So I don't want to throw out the date yet, but it's going to be September. Like I said, you're going to see some of the best performers. We're going to have the acoustic vibes with the band. one of the best DJs, DJ Tinny on the ones and twos.
Okay.
We'll have some industry people, man, come, talking about their experience. And it's not even necessarily about who's there, but really just mixing and mingling with the people who are up next.
Yeah.
And, really getting to know that next business relationship or shit, that next boo daddy, that next boo mama. You never know. And,
hey, I seen you recently. You work with April?
Yeah, April.
What's that about? Because I know her wine. It was like a year old. And what's up with that?
Oh, yeah, so we
I love her.
celebrated the 1 year April Wines. And shout out to our partner, Celebs Works. Shout out to Eileen. They do the PR for April. And Eileen, is a fan of what we do at Project Pit. So aside from us having, the actual events that we curate, we all have services too.
Okay.
So we sell our services. So, I host, DJ, Ty shoots.
Yeah.
So she booked us to host and DJ.
Stop it, really?
So we had a good time. We vibed and we curated that 1 year anniversary. And it was an amazing time in Calabasas. I threw on the Speedo. And,
Shut up, Carlton. No, you didn't.
I was ready, you know what I mean?
You were like...
I was ready, And, it was a good time. And celebrating her and, something that she's doing is really amazing. And that's what the vibes were. And it was an awesome experience.
Wow. And that's when networking comes in.
Exactly.
Because, seriously, that's how you create open doors for yourself and, do different things because, in this industry, you gotta network.
For real.
Got to. Like, that is the only way to make it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to. And,
that's important.
Meet people and, help them. They'll help you.
That's real. Gotta help each other.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm so excited for everything you got going.
Thank you.
Anything else special going on with you?
Just Project Pit, man. Remember, a lady hit me up. She was like, I have no interest in entertainment, but I love what you guys are doing. Yeah. And she was in the medical field, and she just wanted to rock with us and just chill and go out. And we always for that as a family.
Wow.
So,
that's dope. And so, another, okay, so there's a lot of people trying to start their own businesses.
Right.
What advice would you give someone that's trying to start a project?
You need 100K. No, I'm joking.
No, but for real though.
No, you need some money. Definitely be smart. Make sure you're not thinking with your emotions. That's how I lost a lot of money. Thinking with my emotions and just kind of that temporary mindset.
Yeah.
I'll do a lot. Like, you would be like, really, Carlton?
How much you blow, Carlton?
We ain't gonna talk. I was doing strippers too.
Off the record.
Yeah, I was tricking. I was doing some stupid stuff. But, luckily I got a nice, wholesome lady now, so she keeps me grounded.
She keeps you in check.
She keeps me in check.
Oh, so you ain't single, Carlton?
Technically, but we working on it,
Okay, maybe. Hold on. Well,
I got some things I need to work on, and we kind of in that mindset. But I ain't gonna lie, the heart is there.
Yeah.
But if you want to take a young dreamer out to dinner, take it out.
Stop it.
Anybody wants to do that, on the way, hit me up. But I will admit, I am interested in her, but she not letting me shoot my shot.
Oh!
I'm joking.
Okay. Let him shoot his shot,
Let me shoot
girl.
my shot, girl. What's up?
Carlton's a cat.
What's up?
Good.
Nah, but seriously, what are we talking about? We have some good combos.
All right. No, I was just asking for advice for someone that's trying to start their own business. What is?
Yeah, definitely. Have a plan. Really write it out.
Yeah.
3 months, 6 months, a year.
Mm-hmm.
Business plans are important. I know a lot of people say it's kind of the old school, but it really does give you a trajectory on how you want to move and gives you a goal and your guidelines and things like that. And then the second part, man, really go for it. Don't be scared. I feel like sometimes we get caught up in, all right, this is what I want to do, but how am I going to get there? But you really got to put your foot out there and really step out on that boat. And once you do that, I'm telling you, everything will start coming.
Yes.
Because if I never had the idea of doing Project Pit, I never would have took radio seriously. Then shout out to you too, man. You plugged me, man, with Radio Connect, man. For real, man.
I got you, Carlton.
You did.
So
then radio led to the touring, and touring led to me building this relationships with just different people that I've idolized. I'm like, what? I'm really talking to Ice Cube right now? This is crazy. He knows my name. What? But seriously, just really not being scared, I think is an important thing. And you're going to fall a lot of times. Things aren't going to always make sense. And make sure you have a good community around you. Seek mentorships. Yes. I wish I would have did that a little bit earlier. I didn't kind of do that until the end because I was like, I don't want to ask for help. No, I'm good.
And it's okay to ask for help.
It is, though. It is good to ask for help. And that's what I realized. And so, saying all that to say, man, get you a mentor. Have a plan and keep going. Yeah. And when you get knocked down, keep going.
Yeah, I heard that.
Always something on the other side.
Definitely. And before we end this, I want to end this with one of your motivational spiels.
Okay.
Give me something. Give us something. We want to hear it. Anything.
Man,
Because you be coming with the word.
Yeah,
okay?
I understand, man, that, you know, just because you start somewhere, that doesn't mean you're going to end there. You know, I feel like a lot of times we get so scared of who we are because of just different things going on, obstacles in life. But once you start realizing, man, yo, I'm big. Start thinking about like yourself as a child. That's why I'm saying superhero mentality.
Yes.
Because when you have that superhero mentality, it's like you embracing your strengths, you embracing who you are, and it's not about always being the most powerful, but embracing who you are as a person, and not being scared of who you are. Go back to thinking like that child. Because when I was like 9 years old, I wasn't scared of nothing.
Right.
And when I turned 21, all this stuff is scary. Why? You know what I mean? So really go back to finding that inner child, embracing that superhero that's inside all of us. And once you do that, man, sky's the limit. We going, we vibing, we talking that talk. Man, that's what we do.
Yeah. That's a word right there. That's a word.
Superhero mentality, Carlton Epic, Project Pit. What's up?
So before we end, where can we find you? Where can we find Project Pit? We need all your Instagrams, your YouTubes, your website. We need all of it.
Definitely, man. Slide my DMs at Carlton Epic. Hit me up at Carlton Epic. It's spelled like it sounds, Carlton Epic. If you want to follow the brand Project Pit, man, you want to let your dreams live with us at Project Pit, projectpit.com, officialprojectpit@gmail.com. And that's where you can find everything, find all the information. My phone number, 281-330-8005.
You know I'm going to keep that on there.
I'm joking. But nah, seriously, man.
Google number.
Hit us up anytime, man. And, man, if you got a dream, man, come rock with us.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Carlton, for being here. I'm so happy we got to chat and catch up on so many things.
I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you.
You're amazing. Got your setup, man.
I appreciate you so much. And thank you guys all for listening. If you want to follow me on my socials, my Instagram is Tamara Simone Live. Forgot my stuff. Tamara Simone Live is my Instagram, and you can also follow my YouTube channel. It's Lights Tamara Action. Until next time, out.